Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the HPC-FB, FDB-511 FDB Fire Department box. When you buy the unit, it's going to come in a box. It's going to look like this. I have one removed from the box, so let's take a tour of the components in a moment. But first, these boxes are designed to secure a restricted key where it is needed, like let's say a fire alarm panel shutoff. You need some sort of key control over something. You need the key present, but not something that can be quite simply used. You want to be able to have a special set of circumstances have to be employed to gain access to the key. And the FDB-511 provides that sort of scenario. The bright red steel box has a key-locking hinged door with a plexiglass window. When an emergency arises and access to the key is necessary, break the plexiglass with the attached hammer. Okay. Comes with a keyed lock. They're stocked keyed randomly. They can be done keyed alike as needed, as well as suit conditions that you might have. Below this video are some photographs, both from the factory and that we've taken here. It will give you an overview of what it all looks like. And let's take that tour now of the material. So you've got the hinged red box made of steel. Weight on it is about 1.9 pounds, in that range. Dimensional properties of the steel box are as follows: an overall height about 6 5/8, an overall width of the box itself, well, to the hinge, about 5 7/8, an overall depth about 2 1/8, it looks like. You've got 3 holes in the back for securing the unit to the wall, and obviously with those 3 holes you'll get 3 screws. We'll get you started at least with some screws to get it attached. Okay. Now you've got your screws there, and by the way, there is a link below this video to the installation instructions. It's a 2-page document, at least currently. One is an older version, one is a more current version. I didn't want to remove one to gain the other. You'll have this inner door panel along with the plexiglass that is, can't say that it's, yeah, it's opaque. You cannot see through that at all. Okay, black colored plexiglass. So this is going to sit inside of this pan, or this inner door. Then that entire assembly will be installed into the door panel. Sorry. So it'll look like that. Obviously, you'll peel that paper off. This is going to a client, so I'm not going to peel that paper off. You will then employ the included key cylinder, which is going to come with the hex nut, and of course 2 original keys with the keying or bitting stamped on it. This can be left in both the locked or unlocked position with the key removed in either position. Okay. To get that inner panel put down and held attached to the outer door, we're going to remove the tailpiece from the cam, or from the back of the cam itself. Screw, washer, tailpiece. You're going to have a stop washer attached to the back side of that as well. It's this piece here. It's what limits the 90-degree rotation. Anyway, cam locks are a different conversation. So I'm basically just going to get this installed through the door Okay, forgive me. Okay. And after a little bit of prying and pushing, that cylinder body needs to be pushed in. And when it is pushed in, it's okay that the lock body comes out. You'll then replace the stop washer. At this point, you've got the door panel installed. The plexiglass is between the two pieces, or the two door panels. You bring your hex nut washer now down and simply thread that onto the body. You want to be sure not to cross thread that. Sometimes they can start to come down a bit crooked, so be cognizant of not letting that happen. Tailpiece next. And then, of course, the screw. I'm going to tighten that up, check for accuracy of operation. And when I say test for proper operation, you're going to want to make sure that you've assembled the lock, since a bit of disassembly was required, that it works correctly. Removing the back cam was required to actually fit the lock body through the D-shaped hole that was in the door. The stop washer that's on the back can be put on incorrectly, or of course correctly. The cylinder can also go in upside down, so you want to make sure that it works. And then if it doesn't, study the conditions that have been created to prevent it from working and just mitigate. So I've got the lock cylinder installed. The door is locked. This would be black, of course. That's what it all looks like. There are some perforations in the back here for this panel to fit into. So you put it in like this and then bring it down and then run the cylinder assembly through everything that's there. Now, there is a decal that you'll put on first. Well, you don't have to put it on first, but you'll put it on after when you get that paper off. And this is what it looks like in reverse, because you apply it to the inside. And if you could, which you can actually, through that paper, that's what it would look like. In case of emergency, break window. And that's going to be installed on the inside face, so that when you're looking at it from the outside, you can see that decal. Now, it's going to come with a brake hammer, and here it is. That's the top, where the hole is for the brake hammer. This will fit down and basically sit in the area like that. Okay. You will use the included ball chain, the snap ring. Let's just get this installed now. Okay, sorry. There we go. This will all go onto the bottom of the brake hammer. So let's snap that onto the brake hammer. I'll show you what that looks like after I get it attached. Okay. Okay, we've got that attached and connected. This entire assembly will then go down through the hole. Then you'll have a simple key ring that you'll thread to the other end of the ball chain, and that's what's going to keep this captive so that you don't lose the brake hammer. Okay. Now, what you'll notice here is a little hook that you can take the key that you want to store in there on its own little chain, and you can keep it rested right there. This is not where this hook will go, but your key will hang here. This will just rest in the bottom of the unit like that. Okay. And at this point, the installation is now complete. Got that locked up. Brake hammer. That's the concept there. The decal we don't have installed. You've got your 2 keys, and the other item that's left on my desk that we've not seen are the 3 screws that I showed you earlier to physically attach it to the wall. And there you go. Now, the name HPC is synonymous with several different types of hardware as it relates to key management, key security, keying equipment, locksmithing tools, key machines. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the HPC products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. The name HPC is quite synonymous with all those previously mentioned categories, most especially key machines. It's very likely that if you have any exposure to locksmithing or key cutting, you probably have an HPC product. It's handy to have that access to their product catalog so that you can refer to their extensive line of material. If you have any questions on the HPC FDB-511 fire department box or any other HPC product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.